Thank you guys for tuning in. All of those who are faithful followers of Life in Haiti and those who are just tuning in for the first time. Thank you and welcome. And I encourage you guys to interact with us. Today we're gonna piggyback on our last live where we talked about TPS ending and now what for Haitian families that's facing these difficulties. And today we will talk about, can you survive deportation? And there's various factors surrounding being deported back to Haiti. Can you survive? We'll talk about it, guys. I welcome you all. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, as we get into the live, to kindly like, share, and definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm hoping everyone is having a wonderful day. Love and freedom, salye. Et m'vle salye tout moun mwen yo tou ki ap entre nan live lan. Salye nou tout et mwen remerciye nou. Salye nou tout. Ken ap gade m soti Brésil, Saint-Domingue, Haiti, aux États-Unis, tout kote nap entre nan live lan. Mwen salye nou et mwen souhaite que nous a passé une bonne journée. Ford et mwen ap mande nou pour nous partager live lan parce que jodi a nous a parlé, est-ce que ou ka vraiment vivre réalité pays d'Haïti jodi a? Et mwen ap partager un peu exemple si que ou senti ou se yon moun qui ka entre dans difficulté. Mwen pap di ke li ap fet vre. I'm not here saying that it will actually happen. But in the event, if it does happen, I just want to share some tips with you guys. And I feel that I can share that because I have walked in those shoes. I've been there, done that. And today, I definitely can give you who may be facing a similar journey, I can give you a little bit of advice. Haiti Paperi, thank you so much for tuning in. Salut, Ford, thank you for tuning in. I'm ready to return back, but I have to coule dal kai mwen first, but I'm at a crossroad in life. It's been a 2-month stance. E men ma priye ke ou ka koule dal la oui. Si ou gen question, ou ta reme pou m'ede ou, email me. If you have a question, you know, you're working on doing your roofing, your cement roofing. If you have a question, maybe I can assist you and give you a little bit of advice on that. Because that is something, when I am not on YouTube, that is something that I genuinely enjoy doing. Johnny, how's it going? Good afternoon, guys. Don't forget, show your love. Show some support tonight, guys, for the channel. Keep in mind, this is my job. And in Haiti, one of the things you have to do is be creative. So if you enjoy the content, guys, please show your support. Share the live. Subscribe to the channel. Join as a member for a small fee if you are able to. But please, it is your support that keeps this channel and also your support for this channel that keeps me surviving and with a paycheck on YouTube. So as you come in, don't forget, guys, your support is greatly appreciated. Love and freedom. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Baron said, what happened? Laugh out loud. It's inevitable. Love and freedom says, I am proud of all the great accomplishments that you have accomplished, my sister. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. Looking back, I didn't think I'd be where I'm at today, but I have to accredit all of that to God's grace. I want to start off the live tonight reminding you guys sponsorship. Sponsor a Child is back open. And that is for the, oh, Mimi, my cat scared the hell out of me. He just ran and jumped on me. That is for the organization, for the kids, the work that we do here in Haiti. This year, I know that some of you guys are waiting to hear how much will sponsorship be this year. Because of how expensive things have gotten, guys, due to things that's out of my control, sponsorship had to go up to $175 $175 per year. And we are looking to sponsor more children in school this year. So if you were interested, if you were waiting on the price as far as how much is it, Marie, to sponsor a child, it would be $175. That's to help us to make a difference, because we don't just want to sit down and just talk about all of the issues that's happening here in Haiti. Let's ask ourselves, what are we doing to make a difference here in Haiti? You guys know I always consider you who are supporters of Life in Haiti in whatever project we do. And that is the like smallest, the minimum that I feel is suitable to be able to sponsor a child here with Life in Haiti. For those who are new, when you sponsor a child, that $175 will provide them with a year tuition, books, as well as uniforms. And this year we are working on also getting in backpacks so that we will provide the kids with backpacks. At the center, every kid is provided with material throughout the year. The teachers as well is provided with material. So your $175 donation to the organization, to that child, is a great, great contribution, guys. If you want to know more about the work that I do, I encourage you to continue to follow me. This is not just a YouTuber trying to make money. We do what we do here wholeheartedly, guys. And when it comes to the organization, 100% transparent. Once you become a sponsor, you will notice a difference as well in communication. If you email me, my hope is to get in communication with you where I keep you posted. And you also have the chance and opportunity to become a part of the group in the background so that you can keep up with daily updates with Life in Haiti. We release financial statements. There is not a thing which go on in the background that we do not share it with every member, everyone who are supporters of Life in Haiti. Some of you guys choose not to be a part of the group, but for those who choose to be a part of the group, that way, transparency is the best policy. I'm looking for a minimum of 15 new sponsors, guys. I'm depending on you all to continue to share. Do not be discouraged. Do it with faith. And if you know family and friends who support similar cause or who would like to be a part of something great, not just talk, but really doing the work, guys, please share that sponsorship is now open with Life in Haiti. Let me give a shout out to Love and Freedom. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Thank you so much for your support, and your support is greatly appreciated, Love and Freedom. Thank you. Mercedes, thank you for tuning in, my sister. Please share the live. Please donate via Zelle, via PayPal, and we still do not have Cash App at this time. For those who donate via Cash App, guys, we ask for your patience. We are working on things in the background, and as soon as we have more information, we will share it with you. Rickinson says, share the live. Thank you so much. So guys, let's get into the live tonight. Can those facing deportation survive being returned to Haiti? And in order to be able to do so, guys, I'm gonna share some tips. We're gonna talk about some different things that you must be equipped with. Let me say this. Honestly, politics is politics. I genuinely just watching, and I've been really attentive to not solely the Haitian temporary status in the U.S., but even other countries' temporary status. I do believe that some will end up being returned. I do not believe that everyone will be returned. Moi ap fè research et moi ap veye tout sa ke moi wè ki ap tombe de parole TPS. Malgré moi ap fè live lan pou m'di eske ou ka vreman vive nan tan sa, moi pa vle pou nou panse se paske moi kwe tout moun ap retounen. Moi genyen yon bagay nan kem ki di kon sa oui genyen ki kapab retounen vre, men genyen an pile moun ki gen doit pas retounen. C'est opinion pam, moi di faire bon Dieu confiance, mettre bon Dieu devant et quitter li agi. Et on gens pour faire sûr que ou pas un monde qui nan liste pour retourner plus vite. M'a dit on ba de aux États-Unis, c'est un pays qui vraiment glissé et dans un sens pendant toute chalet ça a passé, li plus facile pour même vin une victime. Parce qu'avec toute émotion, tout stress qui a passé, il est facile pour faire une mauvaise réaction. Et puis, réaction, ça pour le faire. Plus facile pour ouvrir porte là. Plus facile pour que vous fassiez une décision en face. Ça veut dire que n'importe ça que vous traversez, mettez contrôle sous émotion pour ne pas entrer dans un problème avec la police, pour ne pas cause tête ou entrer dans un problème. So I have to address my Creole people because I know this is difficult to do this type of live to get a message across and not actually convey it in Creole too, because the people that it pertains to and it affects the most, they need to understand exactly what I am saying. So as I get into the live, my opinion, I don't believe everyone will be deported. I do believe this is politics, and you have to be very mindful not to be a victim. I think right now for anyone who's under a temporary status in the United States, do your best to do the right thing. With everything that's happening, it's easy for you to have an emotional reaction and not respond. Maybe someone could easily be high-siding on you. Maybe someone could be expressing their point of view and it is in opposition of your situation. And you could start expressing yourself and that can turn against you. And people need to know now more than ever, if you have a temporary status, even if you hear people expressing themselves and they are in opposition of foreigners, it is best for you to either remove yourself or be an adult. This is when you have to pretty much practice that emotional control, emotional maturity, I'd say. I don't know if that's a word, But it doesn't matter someone's opinion. And if you have a family member or a friend, convey that message to them that a lot of people will have their opinion. And someone's opinion, everyone's entitled to that. It doesn't make it a fact. So please do not allow other people's opinion to cause you to end up into a disruptive situation where the police are called and then it end up turning against you because you are the one with temporary status or a status that's probably about to end. Refrain from domestic violence. That's one of them. We know that everyone have, every culture have, that toxicity in it. But if you are one, I'm not going to even just simply speak towards the Haitian community because this is human. If you are one that have those tendencies where domestic violence, where you're into it with your mate, you cannot control yourself, and stress will make us react to things instead of responding. You gotta be mindful because these are things that, in my opinion, will make what the administration want to do a lot easier, because it's easier to defend you when you are someone that's a moral turpitude citizen, right? And even an attorney will tell you that with a clean record, it's so much easier for them to defend you. But once you start mixing yourself in things, it makes it a lot harder for them to defend you. So leave yourself defendable. Quitte tête ou côté li ouvert pour ou ka défendre tête ou. Pas entrer dans bagay qui pas bon pour. Ba ou discuter à madame ou. Les Américains a exprimé li pas vle immigrant dans pays et immigrant prend trop espace et trop. Bon m'dou bagay chéri, pas dire rien. Quitte moun yo parler, quitte yo exprimer parce que n'importe gens gardel, tande malgré nous tande gen moun qui a bataille pour nous, mais n'importe gens gardel bagay yo en face ou, c'est ou même qui besoin refuge, yo même yo senti que yo nan pays yo, et dès que c'est nan pays yo yo ka ouvert corps yo ka fait ça yo vle. So protéger tête ou. Sou c'est une qui remet bret, suspend, pas fel, OK? Parce que yo ka même joindre nous dans la rue avec une bouteille qui ouvert dans machine, ça ka vi nou problème pour. If you are one that likes to drink, they could find you with an open bottle in your vehicle. That can turn into a problem for you. Now I'm going to go a little bit further because these are the people that will put themselves on the front line to be deported first, even if you are a permanent resident holder. Même les moun nan genyen yon résidence, ça c'est moun qui mette tête yo sous tête liste lan pour yo déporter plus vite et pour yo pas attendre yo. Depuis on a mauvais ami. Jodi a wè YouTube c'est yon pi gros cadeau que nous genyen. Ou ka parler, ou ka tande histoire moun normal, et pas simplement superstar, c'est si c'est l'autre bord. A un moun normal, pareil, ou qui n'a même problème avec lui, bon, nous ka passer un message. Si que, ou nan mitan un peu moun, et puis ou connaît que moun yo nan tout sak pa pou yo, y a fait scam, yo nan bagay crédit card, yo nan volé, yo nan toute activité qui criminelle. Et ou connaît situation et pour chita nan mitan yo, m'a dit un bagay. Kou yo vini, chéri, c'est ou même en première. Américain qui nan mitan nous, li te met en tort. Li te met 100%, c'est lui même qui créé affaire, lui même qui commençait à faire, lui même qui met affaire. Depuis yo vini, yo reconnaître que gen un immigrant qui nan mitan et statut ou son statut, c'est résidence ou temporary ou c'est si c'est l'autre bord, chéri, c'est ou même qui entend tout le temps. Bon Dieu qui a aidé me parler parce que dans un temps, gen peu moun qui dans situation, nous pas gen moun pareil moi pour tande yo a parler. Those who have a resident card, you think you're comfortable. Like I said, these are people that's on the top of the line. If you have a residential card or you have temporary status, you need to be mindful of the company in which you keep. The company you keep will determine your faith, especially under this administration. You know people are doing wrong. You know people are scamming. You know they're into credit card scam. You know they're robbing. You know they're stealing. You know they're doing the wrong thing. And you just figure, oh, this is my home girl. This is my homeboy. And you kicking it with them. If you get caught in the middle of them, whether if it's one or two of you with illegal status, it doesn't matter. Let me tell you, the one with the illegal status will be the #1 target. Keep that in mind. Do the right thing. Bad company corrupts good character. So it is imperative for you to know and understand. During this trying time, it is to your advantage to practice good moral character. Even if you not pretend that you are, okay? Même que pas soyez, copier c'est soyez. Prends pause c'est soyez. Parce que si que vous pensez, vous allez ouvrir corps, et ça c'est pour un petit monde qui dans jeunesse surtout. That's for the youth that traveled out of Haiti with their parents, maybe at the age of 16, 17, making 18, 19. Your status is still undetermined. Do these things for yourself. Do the right thing. Don't do too much. Do what you are supposed to do because it will pay in the long run. Because not doing so is going to bring us into, can you survive into Haiti? Moun ki pa fè respect yo, c'est décembre al pale. Well, l'on pa fè respect, ou pral rive nan kote kounya c'est pour retourner en Haïti. Est-ce que ou ap capable vivre le retourner en Haïti dans un pays qui est très difficile, dans un pays où pas de monde qui parle pour, un pays c'est vous-même qui pour créer, un pays qui vraiment, on m'a dit, nous pas vraiment gagné un l'État qui stable, un pays où même qui un citoyen d'un pays ou pas vraiment, même ou pas connaître ça qui a passé. In a country where you yourself living here, you barely know what's going on. You don't know what's going on with the leaders, with the officials. There's absolutely no place to go and grieve. Whatever happens, you just have to deal with it. Are you able to survive being returned back into Haiti? My #1 advice. Let me go into the audience, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Only $175 per year to sponsor a child. Mercedes say $175, guys, to sponsor a child per year. That is per year. That will provide the child with a year tuition, books, as well as uniforms. I'm getting ready right now, guys, for me to start making these calls. I'm waiting on school to close for them to issue out report cards so I can start contacting the existing sponsors. And I'm hoping every one of our existing sponsors will continue to sponsor their child, especially kids that qualify. And as we do every year, guys, it is a privilege to have someone sponsor you. So you guys know there is a requirement. Now, not the first time a child mess up do I vote for them to be removed, but I will give you a chance. There are kids that are on their 3rd year and this is a third chance. So I believe that some sponsors may be getting news, and of me asking you if you will start sponsoring a child here within the center, because if we've been sponsoring a child for years and that child continue to not pass, continue to not meet the requirements, it is not because, Marie wants to be mean to anyone, but because I have a minimal amount of sponsors and a ton of children needing to be sponsored. So once you are chosen to be a part of the program, we tell you what is required of you. I think the minimum we can require that of you is to pass, especially when we equip you with everything you need for the year. And some of you guys, you sending out gifts, you sending out funds, you sending out money. You're doing a lot throughout the year for your sponsored child. And they need to appreciate that, guys. Hazard says, what is that on your ear? I don't know. Earring? Laughter says my cousin drive trucks with me, and now he is planning on quitting because his TPS is about to expire. It's breaking my heart. Laughter centralized, I would tell him not to quit. Don't make decisions on your own. Because the thing about the United States is, yes, the president can want something, but there is law and order. Therefore, I would tell anyone going through the, mystery of not knowing what tomorrow brings, who's under that TPS status, be aware and of course make plans, but I would not quit my job. Pas quitter travail nou, juste parce que toute pression qui a bay. D'ailleurs, si ou ale ou quitter travail ou, li ka un signe de respect, de respectant nan en face compagnie, hein, parce que li ka wè que ton kou ou pa bay bagay la valeur, ou bien ou pa un moun qui ka gérer stress. Et konen nan compagnie en besoin konen nan temps qui difficile que moun qui travaille pour li yo c'est moun qui jam ou ka gérer ça. So, m'a dit nous même qui a traversé moment difficile là, pas juste marrer paquet tout et pour décider que ou pas travailler encore, li pas belle, li pas respectful, tan possession. Les moun yo pas besoin encore, y a brelo nan bureau et puis yo a parlé avec ou même ou pas faire décision pour tête ou et puis pour faire tête ou chaud et puis parce que pendant un pays on a toujours gen bill. So travail pour juste tant que ou pas capable encore et ou pas jamais connaît là vinn gen papier même compagnie capable retourner li relé mais si ou décide pour quitter travail là yo capable dire non parce que papier ou pas quand même fini et puis ou te décidé quitter travail là. Est-ce que nous entendez? But laughter, please tell them, to hold on and not to do that. Patricia says, hopefully the ones that will be returning can make a difference in Haiti. That is my hope. And we talked about that the last live, and I'd like for you guys to check out the last live if you want to hear what I feel, a lot of people being returned to Haiti could, be an asset to Haiti doing. Mr. Kana, I don't want to butcher your name, but can I donate clothes? Of course you can. You guys can donate goods to the school. If that's what you would like to donate, please email me. That way we can speak more. Check out the description and you will find out how to email me, and I reply back to almost everyone who does get in touch with me. A judge did block Trump actions, so there's still time for people to get their papers until February 226. Yes. I did see that too. they can get their green card. That's true. His decision has been blocked. TPS is ongoing till February 226. February is right around the corner. Do what you guys have to do. On connaît février presque arrivé. Fais ça ou besoin faire pour corriger problème moi. They can file for asylum. Precious love, asylum is pretty tricky, and you have to consider your situation, because just the state of Haiti does not give you doesn't grant you asylum. Asylum is pretty personal too. And I think a lot of people, well, I'm hoping that you will get an attorney, someone who's well informed and qualified to be able to assist you. I don't think that if I was in the situation today, I would file for asylum. I will try to adjust my status. I will do different adjustment than going after asylum. Domestic violence is awful. Definitely, it is very awful. Don't forget, guys, to please share the live. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. And please hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Asylum must be filed a year after your entry unless you have clear and convincing evidence that explain why you failed to file time. You know, I had not even saw this comment, and you're right. Be mindful with filing for asylum, especially under this administration that's looking for a reason to not keep you here. That's my advice. Drinking and driving is illegal. It can kill innocent people. Very true. Michelle Monique, bonsoir de la Martinique. Martinique, merci. Thank you for tuning in all the way from Martinique. There are a total of 17 countries that currently have TPS. We basically were singled out by this. Well, we have to, the reality is and this is just my opinion, Nan, you cannot look at it and say that the Trump administration is directly just simply targeting Haitian people, because it is not just Haitian people that's a target. He is going after everyone. Matter of fact, I was seeing something about Pakistanians, Afghan. He's going after everyone. So I don't think we should take it too personal. $175 per year to sponsor a child. This includes a year's tuition, books, uniform, and one nutritious meal per day. For 5 days a week, guys. They extended the TPS to February. One of the my number one advice for someone moving back to Haiti, that's being returned back to Haiti under against their consent, mindset. Ou moun ki ap retourne en Haïti, ki pat vle retourne en Haïti, yon nan premier conseil mwen ba ou, c'est pour changer gens que ou pensez. You gotta change your mindset. And why I say mindset is because if you are someone who have a very, very negative mindset, you will kill yourself. Si ou se un moun ki pense negatif de tout bagay, ou kite tout ti bagay pou te wale, ou kite tout bagay touye esprit ou e tout bagay tan kou fin du monde, li pa bel, li pa bon, it's not good. It will not be good for you. Whether you did something that caused you to be returned to Haiti, whether you are an innocent victim of someone just in search of life, que ou te fait un bagay pour yo retourner, que ou c'est un monde qui innocent qui te juste ap chercher la vie, pas qui te rien écrasé esprit ou. Simplement, ou ka di, mais ça me te fait al pas de travail, mais marre rien pour connaître que même bon Dieu qui te traversé avec lui, te rivé avant aux États-Unis, même bon Dieu ça a protégé là en Haïti. You gotta trust that the same God that crossed over with you to the U.S., He will protect you and cross back over with you in Haiti. Do not be so impatient. Do not allow every little thing to just irk you so bad to where you feel just a couple of days or weeks or maybe a few months while you figure things out in Haiti is the end. Because stress does kill. Mindset matters. And I could say this for myself. I remember at a point, I would get somewhat depressed because of the fact that I was in Haiti. But one of the things that kept me was I was blessed to be around some people and to have family members to keep me balanced. So one of my second tips is, some of you guys are gonna mess up your support in America. You're burning bridges. So if you are one that could possibly be facing deportation, this goes hand in hand, because having the wrong mindset without any financial support, without any mental support, without emotional support, without friends and family to help you and to see you through this can be very, very harmful. Because secondly, you're gonna need the financial, the support system to be able to survive here in Haiti. And mindset matter, because if you don't have that support system, you're gonna have to really, really be intentional about your mindset to be able to survive and weather the storm that you're about to face. So if you are currently in the United States, please cherish your established relationships, cherish the people who are in your life. I would say be kind to them, because you are going to need a support system. When I didn't understand, when I was depressed, there are people in my life, I owe them the world. Because when I felt at my lowest here, up until today, some of you guys who follow me may know that when I am at my lowest, it could be a text that you send. Maria, I'm thinking about you. How are you today? You don't know just how much of an impact it has on me. It has on my spirit. Sometimes when you guys just send out a compliment, Marie, you're doing a good job. And I was feeling as if no one watches Life in Haiti for whatever reason, right? That just reminded me again, like, hey, brace yourself and let's keep on pushing. So one of the tips to survival, number one is your mindset. Keep a positive mindset. Kembe tête ou positive. Wap gen tan ki difficile, wap gen tan ou pa kompran. Wap pran la ri et puis lò vin compare avec Jean tap vive aux États-Unis, avec Jean que moun yo ye kounya Haïti, ou ka vin fâché. Ou mwen wè an pile moun qui leve aux États-Unis depuis lè yo piti, puis lè yo entre ici, et puis ou wè Jean Haïtien fait bagay yo, Jean yo konti mal, Jean yo fait ceci. Et puis depuis ou focus simplement sur ça pas bon yo, li ap vin yon mauvais bagay pou. It will be a bad thing for you. So know that you already brace yourself and ask God, wherever He sends you, to keep a positive mindset. Bless me with the right type of people to support me through this difficult time. Wap bezwen support moun, bon moun. Gen nan nou, m'pap di tout moun. Gen nan nou, ou te deja pat gen aucun moun nan chache la vie. Lò rive aux États-Unis, ou pa fe zanmi non, ou rive en grand, ou parler n'importe jan moun, ou jouer n'importe jan, ou faire n'importe bagay, li pa bon, li pa un bon bagay, parce que si rive yon temps pour retourner à Haïti, avec Jean Haïti ye jodi a, wap besoin support, wap besoin zami et famille qui aux États-Unis qui pour aider ou faire de série de bagay, parce que gen un pile bagay pour vraiment faire en Haïti, pour gen succès dans sauve le faire, ou besoin un support qui tough, ou besoin un bon support qui aux États-Unis qui pour brader banan, même on ba staff. Moi yo montre brader banan, ou besoin un bon brader banan que là ou relèl que n'importe gens senti ou qui pour aider ou qui pour lever ou qui pour retirer ou dans la boue hier, qui pour râler ou qui pour fort changer qui est souillé comme un garçon, qui pour fort changer qui est souillé comme une femme et qui pour aider ou pas craser relation avec moun. C'est une gros bagay wap apprendre pour moun ka retourner en Haïti. Pas craser relation. Gen de moun sou te fait au mal, sou ka mande pardon. Pas garder le temps kou trop grand pour demander moun pardon, parce que c'est pour comprendre et pas toute guerre pour entrer là-dedans, OK? Choisi guerre. Gen de moun réparer relation. By love la. Parce que pi devant, wap besoin moun sa yo, OK? Wap besoin brother banan. Don't forget, guys, pas oublier pour nous partager, pour nous abonner. Dim, qui ça nous-mêmes nous dit? Si on a retourné en Haïti, qui ça que nous-mêmes nous pensons que yo a besoin faire pour yo ka vivre dans tant que pays ça y est jodi a. Share, guys, what do you think as someone need to do with the way that things are in Haiti today? What would they need to do to be able to survive, especially with the way things are in Haiti today? Do not quit any jobs. Let your employers approach you about your status. The Biden is on them, not you. If he quits his job, how will he take care of himself? Very, very true. I heard some got fired after Trump announced TPS. Wow. Love to you, Marie. Love to you too, G Favors. Thank you for tuning in. Love to you too. Love you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you. Mercedes says, what is happening with the Haitian citizens being returned from Dominican Republic? Absolutely nothing. The same thing. Once you get here, you have to search for life on your own. Life on your own. And I'm going to give you guys a tip that, because I'm not sure what opportunities are really given to Haitians living in the Dominican Republic. Therefore, there is opinions that I can't pass based on experience, but I can from the U.S. because I grew up in the U.S. and I can kind of tell you what opportunities is offered. And one thing for sure, one tip that I give to all foreigners, not just Haitians who are in a temporary status, save your money. C'est pour nous serrer kob nous. Genyen un pe nan nous. Nous chita nous fait entrer aux États-Unis. nous ap vivre avec moun, ou poko vraiment stable, kou rive ou gen un pile responsabilité en Haïti pour appeler voyer l'argent, pendant ce temps ou même ou poko stable, pendant ce temps ou même ou a besoin d'un avocat, pendant ce temps ou même situation pour qu'on clair ou pas connaît si ou ka besoin retourner en Haïti ou vendre peu bagay ou te gen en Haïti, gen moun qui vend machine, yo vend terre, yo vend tout bon ti bagay yo pour yo traverser aller aux États-Unis. Et puis là rive chaque temps gon ti kob ou courir ou voyer en Haïti. Oui, moi toujours dit c'est pour nous aider, mais pas oublier là où non situation c'est la vie ou à chercher ou pas qu'on clair. Si ou avec l'autre haïtien puis ou ouais yo même y a fait des séries de bagages puis fort haïtien yo la 30 40 ans moun yo citizen jodi a. Moun yo plus stable. OK? Pas aller puis pour entrer dans compétition avec tout bagay autant de qui a parlé. C'est pas pour moun sa yo, c'est pas pour haïtien sa yo. Oui, normalement yo capable de famille yo capable faire des séries de bagages et puis ou même pas le courir faire. OK, c'est retikob parce que n'importe gens lié ou besoin un bon avocat qui pour représenter. Pour joindre un bon avocat aux États-Unis, ou a besoin de payer. Moun yo pas nan ran savon, et pas tant kou Haïti ou a vin faire deal. Les avocats amende tant kob, c'est ça vle. Et sous avantage pour payer moun nan pour intéresser, pour capable aider. Si pour retourner en Haïti, Haïti c'est un pays qui est difficile. Pendant que je parle de Haïti, ou doit connaître Haïti plus bien que moi. C'est un côté où a besoin de ou a besoin pour commencer, même si c'est un petit business. M'dou serrel parce que bagay ou a fait famille confiance ici. Ou a pouvoir kane ou a voyer l'argent. M'pa dire combien moun moi qui crier. Pendant on pense au gon 10 000 dollars américains la banque ici et puis là rentré ou pas ka joindre 10 dollars. Pito c'est ou même qui fait tête ou confiance qui serre ti bagay ou. Et puis si ou vinn gen un problème ou capable aider tête ou parce que en Haïti ou pas ka faire rien sans cob. Et spécialement là retourner ou va regarder au diaspora et grand-papa ou t'es aux États-Unis sort à régler ou connaît gens moun yo dans communauté nous. OK? Faire respect nous, serrer cob nous. OK? Save your money. You're going to need it. You're going to need to pay your attorney. You're going to need it in the event if you are returned to Haiti. Do not take all of your money and just send it back to relatives. At this time, relatives have to know and understand that you do not have it like that. Do not compare yourself to older and more established Haitian people. Don't be in competition with them. These people have been there. They went through a better administration. Most are U.S. citizens. They are not facing deportation. Half of what's being said doesn't affect them. It affects you who just probably been in the U.S. since 2010. Not them. Don't do what they do. Save your money. Be kind to yourself. Understand, tell relatives, hey, I want to help, but if you're going to send $100 back home every week or whenever, okay, baby, send 50. It's not because you don't love them, but in order for you to be able to help them permanently, you have to create stability for yourself. And to create stability, you need the proper funding. Et pas parce que vous parlez mes familles ou aimez yo. Et parce que ou aimez, c'est pour serrer. Parce que si ou pas serré pour gagner corps ou besoin pour délivrer, c'est ou même qui pral wel et yo même qui pral wel parce que puis devant ou pral retourner ou pral chita là avec yo nan même problème. Et s'il difficile jodi a pas penser que bagay yo pral changer et yo pral pi bien, OK? C'est pour toujours mettre dans tête ou sou ouais que bagay yo vraiment difficile jodi a, yo a pi difficile de jour en jour en jour. It's not gonna get any better. Si span pense l'administration démocrate pral retourner, yo tout kwem chéri, c'est même job yo ye. Yo joué un différent rôle parce que si que démocrate yo te vraiment sensible pour foreigners, gade tan date yo mette TPS, yo te capable chercher un gens pour ban un papier pendant ce temps nous-mêmes nous a fait un pile travail que américain pas fait, n'a aidé pays à avancer, travail que robot pas ka fait, AI pas ka fait, c'est nous-mêmes qui a fait, c'est nous-mêmes qui a kembe l'hôpital propre, l'école propre, restaurant propre, c'est nous-mêmes qui kembe yo en pile, et spécialement moun qui fait voyager, l'aime dit ça ou poko kon parler anglais ou poko aller l'école pour finir l'école à l'apprendre un métier bagay comme ça. C'est ça que moi-même moi a dit depuis longtemps. Haïtiens spécialement à bay force yo aux États-Unis. Si que yo te vraiment voulez changer situation, c'est pour yo te créer un système même pour moun qui était là depuis longtemps. C'est pas mettre plus et plus problèmes sur ça qu'il a déjà. Norbert says, I'll be looking for the sponsor email and I will be in touch with you soon. Our last day, guys, is July 17th. Dernier jour l'école nous, c'est 17 juillet. And after that, we have to work on doing report cards. I've yet to be shared that date. Jou mwen konen date que nan bay kane, m'ka ban nou fin, lè ke moi-même m'a commencé retourner appel la, email, rele nou. Mais pour kounya m'poko ka di nou, parce que m'konen nou fait 17 juillet. Même pas konen ki jou m'a gen kane a pou m'ka présenter et nous commencer inscription. So I'm gonna share with you guys moving forward. I'll give you guys daily and weekly updates on sponsorship, but please do not be shy today to email me, get on that list, sponsor, guys. I cannot pay you back, but believe me, God will. Tenfold, you will be paid back. We only have 9 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get the likes up. 9 likes simplement. Kote like yo. Probably, please show your support, guys. Show some love. If you enjoy the content, don't be shy, guys. Guys, it's free. Please hit the like button. M remercier nou en pile. Rickerson say it's because we had one president and a bunch of losers was head over heels and demanding him to leave power. Well, now Joe Biden installed 9 thieves to give us a taste of what they want for us. Where is the like button? Guys, to find the like button, if you look on the upper right hand, sou gade, pi wo wapwe 3 ti bouton, et wap peze gen presyon li ka kito partager, li ka kito peze like, c'est là que liye. If you guys would like to support or do a super chat, I don't know, you may find a join button at the bottom of the screen. Si vous voulez bay support, wapwe kote li marke join, ou bien wapwe un ti signe $sign pou ka ede et supporter channel la. Mwen remercier nou tout pour tout support nou. I thank you guys for all of your support. AW says, Sac passe, I always wanted to say that. What did you want to say? Jean-Pierre Devasti, thank you and welcome backstage to Life in Haiti with Marie. And thank you for becoming a sponsor, a member of Life in Haiti. Thank you, Jean-Pierre. Thank you for the love. Thank you. People have to remember that Trump said exactly what he had in mind during his campaign, and people voted for him. Madame Mercedes dit pas oublier que les Trump t'a fait campagne, il te dit exactement ça le va le faire. Et moun te toujours voté pour lui. Et il te dit ça, c'est vrai. Emmanuel, hello Marie, hello, how's it going? Walna says shalom to you. Mercedes, Marie, you are doing great in Haiti. Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you. A lot of Haitian Americans voted for Trump. I think a lot of people voted for Trump for the economy, and I could be wrong, but for most people that I spoke to that avidly supported Trump, they supported Trump because they were very unhappy with the economy. But I don't think that they foresee things being the way that it is, because when he did run, he said he would get rid of criminal aliens. And a lot of the temporary status people, they are not criminals. They're not criminals. Exactly, many people voted for Trump. I guess they didn't listen to what he was saying. Thank you so much, precious love. Thank you. Cap Haiti is a good place to live. I'll answer that question in a minute. One of the, it should have been first, but I'm gonna put that as the last one. Moving back to Haiti, one of the biggest things to take into consideration is safety and location. Yon pi gwo bagay pou nou kembe nan tèt nou, se lokasyon. E ki jan ou di safety en Creole? How do you say safety in Creole, guys? Safety. Protéger tèt ou, okay? Yon pi gwo bagay. Safety is everything during your stay here. You gotta be aware, be woke, be mindful of your environment, the people you're dealing with. And let me share something. Living in Haiti, there are people who live in areas, they're definitely okay with these areas. They're not bothered, and they will genuinely invite you to these areas. No, girl, come on over, and this and that, and then boom. If you don't know better, when you end up there, you like, dude, why'd you, why did you invite me here? Like, you said there was no problems here, and that is because they are comfortable in it. They don't see a problem in it. They're used to it and feel that they're not being bothered. But I am sharing that safety should be a priority, because for some of you guys, if you lived outside of Haiti 10, 15 years, or like myself, 20, 30 years, that can be traumatizing. To go into certain areas, and when you go there, you start seeing people just openly carry arms, and you know, you don't know if things can be unpredictable. You don't know, you know, if you could be a direct target. You have to be very, very careful. Fais précaution avec location côté ou prale lor retourner dans pays. Wap wè ke genyen moun, ou gen do a même gen moun nan fami ou ki vive nan série de zone, et puis yo ap invite ou. Vini non, vini petit, ba yo bon, yo ceci, pas gen problème. Et puis ou même lors débarquer, ou manque fon saisissement, ou manque mourir. Parce que moun nan li habitué, li d'accord, li normal, li à l'aise. Mais ou même pas oublier ou fait sorti aux États-Unis dans un pays que gen l'ordre, moun ap vive normal, tant qu'on gen de pressure ou pas vin habitué avec, gen de bagay, ou kon well, mais ou well avec l'ordre et avec discipline, et tout moun gen un respect. Et l'arrivée pour apprendre des petites côté dim bagay yo bon. Eh bien li bon oui. Vous connaissez yo pas gen moun yo pas promettre yo pas. Moi même m'a juste dire chéri fais précaution, OK? Fais précaution dans sens ça parce que pas connaît mode de vie ou vivre mais gen de bagay moi même pour moi ka dire pas gen bagay pas vle pour me vin à l'aise avec. Est-ce que vous comprenez? Gen bagay m'pa vle pour le retirer innocent parce que c'est ça qui passait. Haïti nous vin tellement habitués à des séries de bagay, nous retirer innocent par nous la kay nous. Like in Haiti, there are things that we make ourselves so comfortable with that we remove our innocence. We become comfortable with just seeing certain things and it no longer affects us because this become the daily thing that we accept. So moving back to Haiti, one of the biggest thing that I will share with someone is to be mindful of your location. Yes, there is areas in Haiti that is not problematic. Talk to the right type of people and, live in the right type of area. Some of you may have left the area, and when you left that area was a normal area. It was a livable area. It was an area that you lived a normal life, but returning is no longer what you left. So be very, very mindful. That way you do not put yourself in situations that's compromising. You can live in Cap Haitian, you can live in, and you can even live in Port-au-Prince. But just be mindful of, I'd say, the company you keep, the people you have around. Do not be showing off. Whatever you have, that's not people's business, right? You don't need to be, like I've seen when people come here, they're showing off. And, I have, me personally, if you've ever kicked it with me, I can't kick it with people like that. I really respect people, and I have friends that I've met that are really, really wealthy, but you will never know from looking at them. They do not brag. They don't need to brag, And you have some people don't even have much, and they're out here bragging, this and that. You don't need to do that. People don't need to know anything about you. They don't need to know what you got. They don't need to know where you can't. People don't need to know these type of things. Keep it to you because you only have one life. That one life is priceless because when you are taken away, your children lose. If your parents are still alive, your mother lose. If your siblings are still alive, your siblings lose. Your mate lose. They will lose you. And these low lives, life will continue. You don't need to tell nobody what you got. That's not their business. They don't need to know. And if anybody asks you, like even the team, they'll tell you, enter into certain conversations in Haiti with people. And there are certain questions you ask me, I will probably stop dealing with you because I start feeling like you getting to know me a little bit too much. You don't need to be asking me these questions. And that's because I prioritize my life, my safety, the safety of my team. I do what I need to do to survive in this situation and to keep myself upbeat. Another thing, when you are on the road, right, just be aware. People are followed all the time, and you can save your own life by being aware, by being attentive. Don't just get in a vehicle and fall asleep. No, never do that. When you are in a vehicle here, from the minute you get in there, if you feeling sleepy, you need to wash your face. One thing anybody will tell you about me when I am on the road, I do not sleep. Do not sleep. And this is survival. Be always aware of your surroundings. Be aware of conversations people are having, even those who are with you. How many times we've heard people being kidnapped and stuff like that with family members and friends. I'm not saying that it will happen, guys, but if in the event you have to come back to Haiti, these are things I am sharing. These are survival tips from someone who has been in the situation and who can speak and who can share. Okay? Carson says, parlez à President Trump. Speak with President Trump. Hey, you never know who's tuned in and who's watching. I will share with you guys, I don't know when it will be released, but it was a blessing to have Rolling Stone reach out to me and do an interview with me. Once you release a video, you don't know who's watching. And I hope if Trump is watching, he knows that just because you deport someone, it doesn't mean that life is over for them. Because the intention and the thing is today, if you don't live in America, then you're really like bullied and you're thrown to the curb and you don't have any value. You're not worth it. That's not true. And I am a living testimony. Even though I no longer live in America, I can still live. I can still apply the things that I learned and be okay right here in my country. What I need is a level of security within my country to be able to live at peace. So you never know who's watching. Who knows? Trump may have stopped by Life in Haiti. You never know. So I don't know. Whenever this article does come out, I did have a chance to do an interview with a Rolling Stone journalist. That was a blessing because, when you think no one's watching, guys, if you are a content creator, if you got 2 people watching, it is 2 people. You don't know who these people are. You don't know the difference they can make. You guys who are watching, you share, and it makes a lot of difference, right? So I am sure Trump, he has his ears to the streets. If he doesn't directly, he has staff who does. A lot of them don't know how to maintain win-win relationships. They're more caught up in making and getting over one another. Well, that's not the best thing to do, especially when you are in a rocky situation that moving forward you may need people. The people also need to know that marriage is not the only way to adjust status. Your employers can also sponsor you by submitting Form I-140. Thank you so much for mentioning that. C'est pour nous connaître, parce qu'un pile moun ap kouri de mariage pour yo adjust statut. Mais gen nan nou, Et ça fait me dire pas courir à quitter travail là parce que entendez toute nouvelle parce que gain dans nous travail là qu'a fil un papier qui relait I 140 pour nous pour demander l'état pour adjust statut pour Kembe parce que c'est un bon travail. C'est vraiment bon pour nous tendre, pour nous suivre l'autre travail là, pour parler, demander informations. Vous comprenez? Pas dit pour tant qu'on fait office, mais travail bien fait ça ou supposé faire ou gagner l'autre gens tout que et tant qu'on si ou gagne timoun ou capable dire ou ka ajouter statut sur hardship si que ou c'est une maman et puis ou gagne plusieurs petites yo retourné en Haïti li a déranger petit ou l'a déranger mari ou entrer dans la communauté à tout. L'église, là, qu'a parlé pour il y a des séries de groupes pour entrer là-dedans, yo capable parler, yo capable écrire juge là pour parler de caractère, de qui est souillé, voisin, voisine, capable parler pour. So, moi, pile mon a fil asylum. Moi-même, ma bo advice Pam, m'a dit ou pas faire asylum, ok? Asylum, c'est un piège, yo connaît est-ce que Haïti dans Italie, c'est premier bagay ou pas le courir faire, mais c'est une premier bagay tout, en pile monde pas joindre parce que asylum c'est problème avec ou même directement, c'est pas un problème pays d'Haïti. Ça veut dire que même moi qualifié pour asylum. Tout le monde en Haïti qualifié et nous connaissons que nous pas aucun pays qui prend tout peuple un pays parce que situation pays. Est-ce que nous comprenons? You need massive income before you move to another country. I wouldn't say massive, but I understand what you're saying. Joan, good evening. Good evening. How are you? Don't forget, guys, please hit the like button. Please share. And like, guys, if you're new here, please subscribe. But are there opportunities for them in Haiti? The advice I shared will be your opportunities. You have to create opportunities in Haiti, guys. It's not much offered. To work for the government, it seems, and I'm not saying it's impossible because absolutely nothing is impossible, but it seems, in my opinion, you have to know some people that know people to get you in there. You can find a job, but jobs in Haiti, in my opinion, severely underpay you and compared to your basic lifestyle, okay? When you from the U.S. and you understand the value of money and you have a basic standard of living, that you used to, I do think it's best to create something and be creative other than just to focus on finding a job. Since I've been in Haiti, a lot of companies have closed their doors, so more people are losing their jobs. More companies like telemarketing companies, these type of jobs that is easy for people who speak English to be able to do. A lot of them have packed up and went to our neighbor. That, I'm not saying it is impossible to get a job, but it's not easy either. So be ready to put a business on, on the ground. Préparez pour mettre un business sous pied. Tandem que pour plus focus sur travail. Même qu'on est gain nous qui te quitté un travail, vous comprenez? Et on doit retourner dans le travail là, si c'est travail l'État ou bien une compagnie, ou gen doit te quitter un moun kembe pour m'tande toute qualité bagay ou même ou gen doit retourner directement à travail ou même pour un moun qui pas gen rien comme ça conseil moi c'est préparer ou pour mettre un bel business sous pied pour qu'à vivre parce que pour le travail pour mon Haïti, prix que moi a payé moun, c'est pas vraiment prix que ou même ou habitué avec qui a aidé ou pour vraiment vivre. Mais si c'est ça pour faire, ou faire ça ou besoin faire pour vivre, ok? Parce que la vie pas finie juste parce que ou pas aux États-Unis. Yo jure moun qui entre yo couri prend bill qui trop pour yo. Mes amis, Missy, thank you for tuning in. They don't want to hear this unless you tell them TPS will renew for 5 years. Haitians doesn't like to hear the truth. Tell them what makes them feel good. That's one of the problems we have. Jean-Pierre says, Brother banana would be the banana plant wood strong support. Mais ça besoin peine nous qui peut entrer un moment qui est difficile parce que quand même mais pas tout le monde mais gagne c'est pour gagner bon bras derrière banana bon bras. Eduardo Jimenez, the ending of TPS is a blessing in disguise for Haiti. Now you can concentrate on building a better country, just like all the other 197 countries have done or are doing. Haitians need to believe. Thank you so much. Yes, I am live, voice of conscience. I am live. They can have their relatives save the money they sent. And I'm also hearing about the people who do not have like paperwork or something being limited from sending money back home. Now, this just goes along with what I just shared. You know, some of you guys are gonna think this is a bad thing. But I thought about it that it really is a good thing and it is a blessing in disguise because you need to save. Gen moun yap gade, ntande yap di yo pa limite ki jon ap voye kob, se si se lot bor, li pa vraiment un bon bagay, mais li un bon bagay parce que là ou pa, si se lot payan, li bon une chance pour ka serrer pour faire un bon bagay. M'pa di ou pas aider femme. Mon pays a difficile. M'konne jan Haïti difficile. Moi vive là-dedans. M'pa un moun qui gagne ou besoin aider famille ou même moi j'sap di ou pendant ou ap traverser temps ou poko connaît statut ou pas ka faire tout ça ou fait ou pas ka voyer entrer en Haïti, okay? I hope the Haitian deportees don't dare go to Dominican Republic. I'm pretty sure the Dominican migration would deport them right away. Voice of conscience, actually no. Dominican Republic know exactly what they're doing because when deportees migrate to Dominican Republic, they hide them in their system and keep them. You hardly hear of deportees being returned back to Haiti because they are an asset to them. Because you being able to speak, read, and write in English fluently, you become an asset to their economy. Why would they deport you? And I've heard a lot of dips say, oh, come on over. And, you know, man, they're not going to mess with you. They're not going to do you like that. They do that to these Haitians. They do that to... For me, I feel that I fit the category as far as these Haitians. I know I'm Haitian, so just because I speak fluent English, I feel like you're not gonna use me for that when a normal Haitian can't come and live as normal as you allowing me to live. That's just, you know, for me. But a lot of dips, you hardly really see dips being deported unless they put themselves in just the worst situation that causes that kind of, repercussions to come their way. Yeah, everything is expensive. $100 is not enough. In Haiti, things have gotten really expensive, guys. Really, really expensive. I can honestly say that. Or send 100 and have them put 50 in the bank. Yes. If you're gonna do a savings, do it in the States, guys. Not everybody in Haiti can handle money management, and that's just my opinion. Se mari, mwen panse tout Haitien deporte yo ta dwe rete an Haiti epi ede nan konstitusyon Haiti. Se ta yon gwo resi Haitien deporte yo ta eseye ale nan Dominican Republic yo bouke ak nou epi yo rayi nou. Eh bien, ou kon sa te fe m'pap di rien de ça parce que c'est pour moun nan fè ça bon pour li. Et pas oublier, nous chaque gagne, each of us have a calling on our lives. So, juste parce que moi-même, moi gen doit à l'aise pour vivre en Haïti, donc on pas vle pousser moun pour venir vivre en Haïti. Ouais, moun qui pour vivre en Haïti, moun qui pour Haïti yo, ou pas besoin pousser yo. Parce que m connais moun, même les pays a gen tout problème ni gen, yo ap entre Haïti, yo reme Haïti. C'est pas bagay pour pousser sou yo. Tant que gen un peu moun qui retourne Haïti, qui te kon fè business Saint-Domingue, les Saint-Domingue campé Jean yo campé yo mare paquet yo sorti Saint-Domingue. Yo di en ben OK, m gen business Saint-Domingue ou pas reme Haïtien. Et même après retourner dans le pays, ma business, parce que moi, c'est haïtien et moi, fier que moi, haïtien. C'est pas moi qui pour dire pas le Saint-Domingue. Ou v'la le Saint-Domingue, allez Saint-Domingue. Parce que nous voulons pour nous bailler toute bagaille plus valeur qui a fait pas nous. Non, je ne pas dire pas le Saint-Domingue. Parce que je ne pas dire pas faire bagaille et puis, non, prends conseil, moi, on bagaille passé. Fais ça qui est bon pour bon Dieu qu'à protéger là-dedans. Est-ce que vous comprenez? Moi-même, moi, camper dans, j'aime camper parce que moi-même, moi, j'aime Haïti. Et c'est là, moi, j'ai un cœur content. C'est là, pas de problème. Pas un monde vraiment tant qui vivent pour ne pas vivre en Haïti. Mais tout le monde vit la vie différente. Est-ce que vous comprenez? Everybody live a different life, voice of conscience. So, I don't want to tell nobody to, not come here or, I don't want to do that. Stay hungry. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much for your continuous love and support of Life in Haiti. Thank you. Stay hungry. William, some say good job. Some Dominicans don't like Haitians. I love you guys too. It takes for us to know that, right? For me, I lead by my actions. I love Haiti, and I'm not just saying that, but I show you in my actions. And regardless, let's say when that time permit, to be able to travel and bring more awareness to life in Haiti, that is something that's my hope. But my dream is not to like hurry up and leave Haiti and once I get somewhere, never come back. No, I went to DR. I actually had a visa for Dominican Republic, and I made myself take a trip because I wasn't using the visa, and I didn't want it to expire, and I never used it. So my calling is Haiti, and that's where I'm focused at. I know that a lot of people that's going to be returned to Haiti um, they will find their way to Dominican Republic, and it's okay because maybe that's where they will feel safe and feel protected. Like some of you guys have gotten in touch with me and share, Marie, I want to come to Haiti, but I'm afraid. And the minute you share that with me, I'm like, look, don't do it. Don't do anything that you're afraid, because fear a lot of times bring these bad spirits. Sometimes when we're afraid of something, exactly what we're afraid of will end up happening to us, right? So everybody have their own calling, and if you just that uncomfortable and feel like you gotta live in the DR, hey, who am I? I'm not here to judge anybody, you know? I want people to do what's best for them and for them to be able to live their best life. Thank you to each and everyone, guys, who tuned in tonight, who liked, who shared, who showed their support. I thank you guys so, so, so much. I hope you will share these tips with others. Being returned to Haiti, can you survive? Yes, you can. It will not be easy, but with the right mindset, the right support system, be mindful of your location. When in the streets, be aware. Wherever you are at, I think you can use these tips in America, wherever you are at. We forget that crimes happen all over, not just in Haiti, but in Haiti, guys, because the struggle is more. It is harder. It's not easy. It's not for the faint. I've seen people, dips, who are very smart young men and women get here and allow depression to overtake them. And it can easily do that. Depression can easily drown you. Don't look at the situation. Stop thinking that America, yes, America is a great place to live, but it is not the only place that people are living. If you find yourself coming back to Haiti, keep the right attitude, keep the right mindset. Before I go, I can share that because, guys, I remember when I was in court, and my mother, who's probably listening from Houston, she was sitting in the courtroom. And I was one of them feeling like I could not survive outside of Houston. Houston is all I know. That's where all my friends, that's where I went to school. That's where my kids, my family, everything I know is Houston, right? And I remember when my mother had a chance to be closer to me, she says, well, baby, li di kon sa ke se Haiti ou prale ou toujou gen la vie. You know, that you were just going to Haiti, but that you were still alive. And I've kept that. Like, there are things that you experience in your life and people who was there for you and a support system to you. I hear this all the time. I could have been dead. How many people that went through the Biden program that did not have the opportunity to even return to Haiti? Just the other day, I was reading, so many of you guys shared with me the story where a young lady, where her mother was asking for justice for her daughter because her daughter went to America and she ended up dying in the pool. Now, I don't know what exactly happened behind, that, but how many people did not even get a chance to be returned to Haiti? How many people didn't even get that blessing? Combien moun qui ale, qui te nan TPS, qui te nan programme Biden, qui te nan, qui pat même gen chance pour yo retourner à Haïti? Mon cher, m'a dit nou, comme moi te déjà dit depuis commencement, c'est pas tout le monde. I shared from the beginning, it's not gonna be everybody. Mais m'abdou, si ou son moun qui tombe en bas bagay sa, met garçon sou, met femme sou, chéri, gérer la vie, ok? que n'importe koto rien, tempérament avec ça passé pour determine un pile bagay pour dans la vie. Et pour dire bon Dieu, moi toujours dit bon Dieu, depuis que j'ai la vie, ou te mettre la game Israël, ou mettre la game dans le désert, de pour bon force, m'a chercher, m'a marcher, m'a chercher de l'eau, ok? So c'est tempérament ça pour nous gagner. Pour nous connaître tout, nous allons quitter nous. Vous connaissez haïtiens, nous sommes un spécial. Regardez l'histoire haïtienne depuis le commencement. Parce que je dis à nous-mêmes haïtiens, nous vraiment, we got it easy. Nous gagnons facile. Mais nous-mêmes, nous pas un peuple, rien vini la caille nous facile. Tout bagay que haïtien possède, nous bataille pour lui, nous vraiment travail pour lui. Et c'est pas, m'a dit ça, m'a fini à ça. Et pas tout Américain qui, pendant ouais, il y a un Américain qui fréquent, puis il a parlé tout radot, yo, et pendant yo pas de traverser demi-chemin que Haïtien traverser. C'est ça de fait que n'importe ça n'importe ça, ou pral traverser, pral passer, mettre femme, mettre garçon sous, pour traverser, et traverser avec confiance, et faire bon Dieu confiance que la protège. Chérie, même bon Dieu te traversé aux États-Unis avant, la traversé avant, en Haïti, la protège, la kembo, et la bon manger, la prend soin, ok? Merci en pile avec tout le monde. Nous connaissons moun a demandé pour qui ça le fait nous comme ça. C'est parce que les soldats nous en Haïti, parce que ouais, tout problème qui gagne dans le pays, nous pas gain courant. Ouais, exemple pour montrer nous si nous moun qui te chita t'a plaint, t'a crié, moi résilier, pas quitter petit bagay comme ça déranger encore. Parce que là ces soldats chéris, c'est pour qu'à adopter. Connaît que des bousses haïtiens sous la terre, en dans pays où y aura yo. Qui est-ce nous pour yo pas raï nous dans pays yo. En dans pays m'pa ka vivre non. Bon me déplacer Mali. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time, be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, all right? Love you all.